Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this class I'm going to be showing you how I made this beautiful portrait for a girl of 5 years old. So I'm going to be showing you the cutting, the materials and everything. So if this is what you would like to learn, kindly keep watching and don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe and help me grow, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. So these are the materials I'm going to be using for the class. So I'm going to be using this shiny face. This is about 2 yards, but I'm using 1 yard for the class. I'm going to be using this taffeta. I'm going to be using a yard of this as well. The best is suit lining. That's the best, but I couldn't get the suit lining around me. The color of the suit lining, I couldn't get it, so I'm using this taffeta. I'm going to be using 1 yard. Hairstay. This is 10 yards of 2 nets, so I'm going to be using 10 yards. This 10 yards is enough for the volume that I want. You can use more than that if you want, but for the volume that I want and for the price I'm going to be selling, this 10 yards is enough for me because I do ready to wear. So this 10 yards is enough for what for the volume I'm going for. So I'll be using this bead for embellishment. This is a purple bead. I'll be using this zip. I'll be using this. I've tried my needle, so I'll be using it to gather my net. I make sure I make the thread very long so that I'll be able to move around it. So when we get there, you understand better. And of course, I'm going to be using this paper to draft my pattern. And these are the measurements I'm going to be using. Remember, I said the gown is for a child, and this measurement that I'm using, they are all standard measurements. So I do not take the child's measure because I do it, like I said, like ready to wear. So I use standard measurements. But in your own case, if the child you are making it for is available, just take the child's measurements. When you are selling to, you can always use standard measurements. So my shoulder to waist is 11 inches, arm waist 6 inches, chest circumference 30 inches, waist circumference 28 inches, neck wideness is 2¼ of an inch. Front neck depth is 2½ inches, while the back neck is 1 inch. Then waist to knee is 18 inches. So my back is 11 inches. So I marked my start line. So the length of my body is 11 inches. I'm going to be taking down. It's 11 inches. Actually, the actual length is 10 inches, but I added 1 inch allowance, so that makes it 11. So I'm going to be reading that out. So I'm drafting my pattern in half, like I said. So my back is 11 inches. So because it's on I'm drafting it in half. So it's going to be 5½ inches. So I'm taking that. 5½ inches. So my armhole is 6 inches, so I'll be taking that here, 6 inches, and I'll be taking my 5½ again on that 6 inches spot. Now I'm going to connect it like this. Connect it like this, then draw it out. So my chest circumference is 13 inches. The 13 inches is with allowance, so 13 inches divided by 4, that's going to be 7½. So I'm going to take my 7½ inches here. 7½. And I'll be taking my waistline on the half length. So the waistline is 28 inches. 28 inches divided by 4, that will be 7. Yes, 7 inches. So I'll be taking 7 inches here. Now connect it like this. So I'm going to be using ½ inch for shoulders too, but before that I'll take my neckline. So neck wideness is 2¼ of an inch. I'm going to be taking it. The neck depth for the front is 2½ inches, so I'm going to be taking that here, and I'll be connecting it with my cuff ruler. connect it like this with my off roller. So I'll be using half inch for my shoulder slope. Half inch is okay for both the front and the back. It's okay, so it's going to be perfect. So I'll connect it to my neckline like this. So I'm done with the front, but it's very simple. It's as simple as that. So I'm going to be cutting it out. So I'm not going to be adding any allowance because I've already added allowance to my measurements. So I'm going to be cutting it out. This is for the front. So sorry, I forgot to connect the armor. So I'm going to connect my armor like this. I'm going to connect it. So I'll cut it out. So I'm not going to be cutting out my neckline yet. So for the back, I'll take 1 inch for zipper allowance, or 1.5 inches, depending on how you want to go. I think let's do 1.5 inches for zipper allowance. So the length is already here. It's perfect. So I'll just take 1.5 inches for zipper. I'll connect the lines like this. Connect it like this. And this is the half length that I took when we started. So this is my zipper for the back. Zipper. So to get the back, I'll just place this front pattern. I'll place this on the immediately after the zipper. So I'll place it like this. You can use your pin to pin it down so that it will not shift when you are doing it. Just pin it down like this. Pin it down like this. So I'll just take my, when I said back neck depth is going to be 1 inch. So this is, so I'll draw the line like this. The front neck line. Just extend it. Draw it out like this. Then take your 1 inch for back neck depth. So I'll be taking the 1 inch like this from the zipper. 1 inch. And I'll connect it. I'll connect it. I'm going to connect it like that. So then I'll cut it out. It's as simple as that. Just that I will be cutting the back leg depth before cutting the first. So let's cut it out. So I'll cut it out like this. Cut out the shoulder sleeve. Then cut out the back neckline depth. Neck depth first. So I'll cut out the back neck depth like this. Then I will notch my zipper allowance. I'll notch it here. Just notch it so that I'll be able to notch it like this. And at the down part as well, I'll notch it. Then I'll separate, I'm going to separate my back from the front. I'll separate it like this. Then I'll cut out the front neck depth. So I'll cut out the front neck depth. Like this. So I'm done with the drafting. So I'm going to be using it to cut out the. So I have pinned my pattern on the main fabric. This is the main fabric. So I've pinned it on the main fabric. So I'll be cutting it out now. My pattern is on fold. Can you see it? It's on fold. So this is the front, this is the back. So I'll be cutting the front out like this. I'll also cut the back, but I'll be slashing the back at the zipper side. So I'll be cutting it out now. So I'll cut the back first. So at the zipper side, I'm going to be opening it. This is the back, so I'll be opening it so I can have my two pieces for the back. So with the half body, so I'll put it aside like this. So I'll be cutting the down parts. You know, we're going to be using two, but I'll also be needing this for the. So like I said, I'll be needing this for the down parts as well. So I'll be cutting the down parts as well. You know, we are using the two, but two is transparent, so definitely we're going to be putting something under it. So this is saving like a lining or like under fabric. So remember I said my waist to knee is 18 inches, so the length of my two is going to be that 18 inches, but this one I'll make it like about 5 inches shorter than the two, so that it will not be coming out of the two. It's not supposed to be showing, it's just to like lining, just like lining. So now I'm making it 5 inches shorter than the two, so which means I'll be cutting 13 inches here while the two will be 18 inches. So in order to know the actual fabric that I'll be folding, see my fabric is on fold like this. So the length I'm needing is 13 inches. My waist circumference is 28 inches. 28 inches divided by 4 is 7 inches, so I'll be adding 1.5 inch allowance to it, so that makes it 8.5 inches. If I add 8.5 inches to 13 inches, so we'll be having like 21.5. So I'll be folding my fabric into two like this. In order to know the actual fabric, actual length I'm needing, so I will not just waste my fabric. So that's why I did that calculation. If you do it like that for whichever waist that you are using and the length, you'll get the accurate length. You know the actual fabric you are going to fold, so that you don't just waste your fabric. So this is it. So I'm needing like 21.5, so I'll confirm it. So this is about 23.5 and 23 inches, so this is okay for me. So it's on fold, remember it's on fold. So I'm going to fold it again now, like in bias form like this. I'm going to fold it again, same way. Can you see it? So I'm folding it again. So I now have like four like this, but the second fold is on bias like this. So I'll be taking down that's 8.5 inches. I'll be taking out 8.5 inches. I'm sure you know how we get that. Waist circumference is 28 inches divided by 4, that's 7 inches. And I said I'm going to be adding extra 1.5 inches. So I'm having 8.5 inches. So I'll be taking 8.5 inches from this pointed edge. So I'll be taking 8.5 inches round like this. 8.5 inches. I'll take it round like this. Just hold this down like this and just move your tape. See the way I'm moving it? Just move it round like this and take your 8.5 inches round. So after that, we'll connect the dots. Connect the dots. Connect it like this. I hope you're seeing it. So connect it round like this. But before leaving there, make sure you confirm it and see that it's enough for the waist. So I'm going to be measuring it round. So I have about 7.5 here, and my actual waist is divided by 4 is 7, so I'm having 7.5. That means I'm having like 2 inches extra, which is okay. So from that line like this now, from that line I'll be taking my length, the length of my under my lining, let's call it that. It's going to be in flare form. So the length is 13 inches. I'm going to be taking 13 inches from here. So this is 13 inches, but I'll make it 14 for allowance, so I can, because I'm going to use I hem it round or I overlock it. So I'm going to be taking 14. Just take 14 inches round like that. 14 inches. See, if you follow these steps now, I'm showing you, you're going to get it right. Just follow the steps. So this is it. Then I'll connect the lines like this. I'll connect the lines like this. It's as simple as that. That's it. So I'm cutting it out now. So I'm going to be cutting it out. So I'm done with the cutting. So this is it. This is the so we're done with the cutting. So this is it. But remember I said this is shiny face, which I said I will be using as the main fabric. Remember I also showed you this taffeta. So I said this is the lining. You get it. I just want you to take note. So these things that I cut, this flare, so I told you it's going to be in form of flare. Can you see it? This flare that I cut and this upper body. So I'm going to be cutting this exact thing. I'll be cutting it out on the lining because I'll be needing it as well. These exact things that the exact measurements, I'll be cutting it out on this taffeta, which I'm going to be using for inner lining. So I'll be cutting it out. So I'm done cutting. I've cut it out on the taffeta as well. So this is the lining, this is the main fabric. So I'm done cutting it. So I've also cut the flare side together. So I'll be setting this aside, and now I'll be cutting out the two. So this is my two. I've arranged it. Make sure you arrange it as like this. Arrange it, hold it, and make sure the edges, their wall are laid like this, so that you not just when you cut, some parts will not be short while some will be long, because that way you have to trim and you will just be wasting your fabric. So this is it. Remember I said I've arranged my two like this. Is 10 yards. I'm trying to get the perfect hair arrangement. I don't know. So this is my two. So remember I said the length of my two is 18 inches. So I'll be cutting that 18 inches out. I'm cutting the exact 18 inches out. So I can add like about an inch to it in case I have to trim, because in some cases you may have. So I'll be cutting it out now. This is the two. So the length of my two, I said, is 18 inches. So I'll be adding like let's say like 1 inch extra to it in case I have to trim, because at times after sewing, after finishing the dress, you might see that some part is longer, which we will have to trim out. So that's how I'll be adding this excess, so that at the end of the day my gown will not be shorter than what I want. So I'll be cutting it out now. So I measure from the up like this. I'll be taking 19 inches. This is 19 inches. 19 inches. So I'll connect the line. Okay, I forgot to include this. So I'm going to be using 3 steps of tulle. I'm going to be using 3 steps. So that means I'll be cutting this 19 inches in 3 places. So I'll put it on each other so that it will not be, so it won't be scanty. Let me put it that way. But you know, I said this is like ready to wear. I'm selling, and there is a price I'm going to be selling. So for the price that I'm selling, these 3 steps, 10 yards each step. So that's about 30 yards in yardage. That's about 30. So 10 yards per step, and I'm doing 3 steps. So this is okay for the price I'm going for. So this is not like a standard. You can go as much as you want because tulle is very, very light. So no matter how, the more you use, the fuller it becomes. So that's the word. So you can use 5 steps, 10 steps, depending on the price. So you know how to do your calculation and see that the price is okay for you. So you can use as much as you want. That's what I'm trying to establish here. So this is the first step. So I'm taking the second step now, another like 19 inches. So this is the second one. So I can cut, so I'm putting it together so I can cut everything out at once. So this is the second step. So I'll connect it like this. I'm going to connect it. So this is the second 19. So I'll be taking the third one now. So I've taken another 19. 19. 19. It again like this. So now I have the 3 steps that I'll be needing. So I'm going to be cutting it out. So let's start from here. So I'll cut the first one out like this. So I'll set this aside. I hope you are getting it. Just follow these steps that I'm showing you. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'll be answering all the questions. Please just follow these steps. So these are the 3. This is 1, this is 2, and this is the third one. And remember, they are all 10 inches. 10 yards each. This is 10 yards in yardage. This is another 10 yards in yardage, and this is another 10 yards. So that makes it 30 yards like this in yardage. So this is where my needle and thread will be coming in. So for the purpose, I actually have like what's it called? Gathering fruit. Is it gathering fruit or gather fruit that I use by once? But most times I use my needle and thread because I like that one. So I use my needle and thread. But if you prefer gather to fruit or gathering to whatever you call it, you can use it. But for the purpose of this class and those that doesn't have, and this is what I've been using for so long before I got my gathering fruit, and it worked so well for me. So for the purpose of those that doesn't have gathering fruit, and for the purpose of this class, so I'm going to be using this needle and thread. This is like the biggest size. So those ones that the people for fitting hair. So this is the longest. Can you see it? So I'm going to be using it together. I've threaded it and I make the thread so long. So this is what I will be doing now. This is 1. You say go to the beginning of it. Yes, this is the first one. You spread it out. This is the first one. Go to the beginning like this. Place the second one on it. You place the second one on it. Place it like this, and also we place the third one on it. This is the third one. So, and I have my 3 steps, 1, 2, and 3. So put the 3 together like this. Can you see it? This is it. Put it together like this. So then take your needle like this, then start from like 1 inch away from the beginning. Just leave like 1 inch allowance like this, then start like a running stitch. I hope you are getting it. It might look like it's going to take time to make, but trust me, if you are doing it for the first time, it might look that way, but if you have been doing it, it's not, it looks so simple for you. You do it. Can you see it? So like a running stitch like this, just put it like this to gather it. So you go like this, take it out, then you go in. Make sure you are putting it together. You are putting the 3 together when you are doing it, so that it will scatter. Just make sure you are putting the 3 together. Continue like that, like a running stitch. I hope you are seeing what I am doing. These are the 3 steps. I'm putting it together like this. Now take my needle. You can see the way I'm doing it. In, out. Can you see it? In, out. Take it out when the needle is full. Then you go again. Go again. In, out. In, out. So this is how you'll be going till you get to the head of the tool. So I'm going to do this behind the camera so that this video will not be too long and boring. So I'll be back when I'm done gathering, and I'll also be infusing my hairstay on the lining. The one I'm going to be using for lining, the taffeta. That's why I'm going to be infusing my hairstay, because if I put it on the main fabric, there's going to be a kind of like some wrinkles, so I don't want that. So I'll be putting it on my lining, and I'll be back to show you. So I am done gathering my tool, and this is what it looks like. Can you see it? I hope you're seeing it. This is what it looks like. Remember I told you I made the thread as long as possible so that I will have enough thread, so I'll be able to shift it. Like, can you see it? I'll be able to shift it. I'll be able to move the tool as much as I want. So I won't want to be restricted, because if the thread is too short, we won't be able to move it around. So this is what it looks like. And you can see that it's coming out so nice. It's coming together already. Like, see it, even without the lining yet. So this is 3 steps. So imagine you now go like 5 steps or 6 or like that. Maybe imagine how full it's going to be. Look at it already now. You can see it's looking very beautiful. So this is it. I've also infused. This is the lining. So I've infused my hairstay on it, and I've joined it at the shoulder. Can you see it now? I've joined it. So, and I've done the same for my main fabric. I didn't put any lining, any stay on my main fabric because I don't want to have wrinkles. So I just put the stay on the lining, and I joined it on the shoulder with 1/2 inch, and also the main fabric. I also joined that one. So I forgot to tell you, if you can see, I don't know, can you see it? Can you see it? Yes, I think it's clear. So I put 1 layer of tulle on my main fabric, because if you check very well, you see that my lining, my main fabric, which I'm going to be using for the upper bodies, is kind of lighter than it's even very close like this, because I've put 1 layer of tulle on it. That's why it's closed. You can see that it's now closed, but before I put it on it, it's kind of lighter than the tulle. So I want it to blend, yes, to kind of blend together. So that's why I put, and apart from that, I don't want to just leave my shiny face like that. So that's how I put one layer of tulle on it. So I've joined the two. So now I'm going to be showing you how to turn it. So now I'll be putting the lining and the fabric together like this. I hope you are seeing what I'm saying, what I am doing. So the shoulder, make sure everything align. You put it together like this. The shoulder of the main fabric and this, the lining, put it together like this. Pin it down. Make sure you give about quarter of an inch. You pin it down like this. And the other side, do it again. Do the other side as well. Make sure it aligns and pin it down. I hope you are seeing what I'm doing. So pin it down. Make sure you pin the center as well. Pin it down, and the back, pin everything down like this. And the other side, pin everything down. And also to the armhole side, be pinning it down as well. Make sure it aligns. So pin it down as well on the shoulder and on the armhole side. Pin it down. Do the other side as well. Please make sure you pin it down. Don't just take it to the machine like that. Make sure you pin that so that you can have a perfect seam, because if you don't pin it down, when you are sewing it might be shifting, and that way it will alter your measurements. So just pin everything down. So I'm done pinning. I've pinned everything down. So I'll take this to my sewing machine and I'll sew around with about quarter of an inch. So I'm done joining it. The shoulder, the lining. This is the main fabric. This is lining. So I've joined around the neck area and the armhole area. So I'm going to trim the seam round so it can lay flat. Make sure you trim your seam so that it will be flat. So I'll be bringing it out. This is the way you are going to bring it out. You bring it from one side like this. You bring it back out like this. So you bring it out like this. This is one. And you go to the other side and also bring down one out. This is it. I've turned it. So this is what it looks like after turning it. This is it. So I'm going to be giving this a good press. Make sure you iron it properly. Iron it well so that all the seams will be flat. So to iron properly, iron it very well, tie to be flat. that. Please make sure you take your time to iron it. How to iron properly before you join the sides. Going to iron more, but this is okay for now. Can you see it? So now we're going to be joining the side with the 1 inch allowance that I added 1 inch allowance. So this is how we're going to be joining the sides. Look at it now. So you bring it together like this. Can you see what I am doing? Just follow what I am doing. Yeah, this is the front and this is the back. So we're joining the first side. We bring it together like this. You can pin it down so that it will not be moving. Pin it down like this, then you will join straight like this. Can you see it? Fabric to fabric, main fabric to fabric, lining to lining. So I'll be using the 1 inch allowance to join it, and I'll do same to the other side. So I'll come back to come and show you. So I've joined the sides, and this is what it looks like. So now we're going to be ironing it. Please make sure you iron properly, and make sure you open your seam. Open your seam so that the armhole side can lay very flat, so that it won't be bored. Please iron properly. Make sure you take your time to iron it properly. I didn't just iron. I opened my seam because the seam allowance is 1 inch, and if you don't iron it or you don't open the seam, it's going to be somehow. So please make sure you open it. Just follow all the steps I'm showing you. So now this is it. I'm going to turn it in like this, and iron properly again. Please take your time to iron. That's how you can get a perfect, a neat finishing. Please. See. So this is what it looks like. Can you see it? So this is our bodies. Can you see it? See the back. You can see the inside. You can see that the inside is as neat as the outside. Please, can you see it? This is the inside and this is the outside. Very, very neat. So now the next thing we are going to be doing is we are going to be pinning the the two on the main fabric. I'm putting the two on the main fabric, then we'll take it to the machine to join. So this is my two. So the one we've gathered. Please, this is why I said you should make sure that your your thread is very long, so that you'll be able to move it when you want to pin it, because this gathers, you have to distribute it to this waistline. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. You have to pin it down and make sure you distribute it as evenly as possible. Don't let one side be scanty and the other side will not be too much. You have to make sure you spread it. So this is what we are going to do. And there is another way. There's another way of doing this, or joining this. That way you have to join first to the shiny face that is going to be under it. So that way you will measure, you will join the first one at the edge like this, then you take 1 inch allowance, join the second. You know we have 3 steps. Join the second step to it, and the third step take another 1 inch down, then join the third step like that. But because this net I'm using is a very soft one, so I want the waist area to be as full as possible, so that's why I'm joining all the 3 steps together. We are using a net that is more harder than this 2 net that is hard, like that medium hard. You can do it the way I just explained. So I'll be pinning this down. So this is how you're going to go about it. Go to the edge, like make sure you leave like 1.5 inch allowance for zipper. So you pin it down like this, then you start distributing the gather two. So make sure you take your time. You don't have to rush. Take your time so that it will look nice at the end of the day. So pin it down like this. I hope you are seeing what I'm doing. You can see I'm spreading it with the help of the thread, the excess of the excess thread I have. So I'm able to move it around. If the thread is not long, this will be difficult to do, but because I have a very long thread, I make it very long, so I'm able to move my gather the way I want. So this is how you are going to be pinning it. Pin it down like this. Spread. So this is how we are going to go about it till you get to the end of the waistline. So you're going to put it, make sure you share it and make sure it's equal. Just try and make it as evenly as possible. So I'll do the rest of this behind the camera so that the video will not be too long, and I will join it. Okay, I will join it with about half an inch. I'll join it with about half an inch, and I'll be back to show you the next step. So I'm done. I've joined it with about half an inch. You can see it. So I've joined it, I've shared it. So this is what it looks like after joining. Can you see it? Mind you, I joined it to the main fabric. This is my lining. My lining is separated from it. Can you see it? So this is it. This is what it looks like now. Can you see that? So I joined it to the main fabric. I didn't add the lining. Can you see it like here? This is clear. So this is how it is. So now the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'll also take my lining, the two that will be under it. So I'll be putting it like this. Can you see it? I'll be putting it right side. The right side will be facing the two directly like this. I hope you are getting what I'm saying. You know, it's going to be under it like this. So you make sure it's the right side of the shiny face that is facing the two like this. This is my right side. So this is why I joined the two. So I'm going to be placing it directly on it, on the same seam. So I'm going to be joining that to it like that. Can you see it? Like this. And also I'll be joining my lining. Okay. is my lining. I'll also be joining my lining right side. I'll be joining it to the right side like this. This is the lining, so that when I flip over, the seam will be inside. We don't want any seam to be showing. We want every seam, all the seams to be inside. Do you understand? So if you're joining it like this, the lining will be facing the right side like this, then you join it together. So let me go and do that. So I am done joining. You can see it. You can see how beautiful and neat our gown is. Look at how beautiful it is. Guys, can you see it? And look at the inside. Can you see that there's no seam? No seam is showing. Everything is inside. Can you see how neat it is? And we are almost done with the class. Can you see it? So I'm going to hem this side, the lining and the main fabric. I'm going to hem it. And this is it. So beautiful, and it's neat. If you follow all the steps that I've shown so far, you get a very neat result like this. I see it. Look at it. And look at how full it is. It's just 10 yards and with just 3 layers. Look at how full it is. And I didn't even have any add nets. I don't have add net at all, because this is for one of my clients, and she specifically said I shouldn't add net to it. So this is it. No, I'm going to be fixing the zipper. Let me just show you how I'll fix this thing. So this is the zipper I'm going to be using. We take the first side like this. You can see it. I separate the lining from it. So you just pin your, I'm flipping this zip over like this. You just pin your zip down. Make sure you pin it down and leave and stop at about like 6 inches away the waistline. Can you see it? Don't take it down. Give space. And stop around this place like this. You pin it down, then you join it. Then do the other side like that. Fix the other zipper too, like that. So after fixing your zipper, you can see that I didn't join it with the lining. I separated the lining. So after fixing, you now come back and flip the lining over like this. See the way? Let me just pin this down so that you understand what I'm saying. So this is my zip. I pin it down. I've pinned it down. So let's assume I've sewn this like this. Let's assume I've fixed my zipper. So you now flip your lining over like this. You flip it over like this. You first join the zip. Please don't get me wrong. You first join the zip like this. Then you now flip the lining over. Flip it over like this. Then you sew it up to where you fix your zipper. If you stop the zipper here, the zip here, then you stop the lining also there. So I hope you understand what I'm saying. So I'll do that. I'll show you. So I am done joining. I'm done joining everything, and like I said, this is what I was saying. So I joined it one by one. This is one. This is the second layer of the two. This is the third layer, and this is the zipper inside. So I'm going to be pushing the zipper inside here. And just push it inside so that everything will be inside. Push it inside like this, and I'm going to be cutting. I'm going to be cutting it short so that it will not be coming out under my dress. You can see it. So I'm done, and this is the shining face for the main fabric, and this is the lining. So you can see everything is done. Let me show you the inside and see the way it is. You can see. Everything is looking nice. This is the inside. I've not pressed it, so I'm going to press it so that it will look nice. And this is the front. You can see how neat. So all the seams are inside. The inside is as neat as the outside. So I've come to the end of this class, and the main goal of this class is to show you how to make your ball dress. So this is it. So I've used the remaining two. So I made this bow. I'm going to be putting it at the back. So I'm going to be using this transparent pressed button. So I'm going to be using it. I'll put one here and the other one on the bow to fix it. And I've also made some, at the beginning I showed you some beads. I'm going to be using it for embellishing. So I've made this. So I'm going to be using these things to design my dress. Also some of these, I made some of these too. So I'm going to be using it to design my dress. So about the designing, so this is how you let your creativity comes to. So as for the designing, like I said, you don't have to follow what I am doing. The main goal of this class is to show you how to make the dress. For about the designing, you can just let your creativity comes to play. Do it, just make it attractive. It's for children, so it has to be attractive. Just follow your own just to do something, do anything you feel. So I'm going to be designing this dress off the camera, and you will see what it looks like after this video. I'll be showing. And we have come to the end of the class. I hope this was helpful. Please, if this was helpful, kindly subscribe, comment, like, share, please, so I can keep doing and can keep bringing you good, sweet contents. Thank you. God bless you. Bye.